to my panel. It feels great to be here. I have stage fright sometimes, but I don't think I have it now. I'm just chilling. So this is a Q&A, I guess, right? If it doesn't go over an hour, that's totally fine with me, guys. You know what I mean? If it's just, we're just chilling. We're just chill. It's nice to be out of the noise for a little bit. And yeah, so a little bit about myself. My name is Patrick Romeo Pedraza. My middle name is Romeo. I am from Southern California. I'm a voice actor. Before I was a voice actor, I was a touring drummer in a punk band, and I have a weird story of how I got into voice acting. I'm here now. I'm thankful to be at this con in Arizona, and I really enjoy doing conventions right now. I might not say that in like 10 years if I'm still doing it, but who knows? So that's a little bit about me. So, what's the questions you guys have for me? The Q&A. Anyone? What's up? What's your name?
It's Dan.
Dan.
Yeah.
All right, Dan. What's your question?
So my question is, I got two of them. So first one is, how would you help someone through a dark time in life?
Oh my goodness, that's a deep one right there.
We're doing therapy.
If you're asking Scaramouche, I don't know how that, he's still going through his dark time. Dark time, how, it just depends on what the circumstances are. I don't know. So I would say, if it's your friend or your family, just love them.
Yeah.
Be with them, listen more than talk. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm really bad at that. So I would say listen more than talk, and just be there for them. That's all you could do, and know that you love them. So that's probably my answer.
And then the second question is, who would you be out of these iconic characters? E.T., a gremlin, a troll, SpongeBob, Felix the cat, Cat Dog, or Popper the Sailor Man?
Oh my gosh, who was after E.T.?
A gremlin.
I'd probably be a gremlin. I'd probably be Gizmo.
Oh yeah, he's amazing.
I think I am Gizmo in real life. I have that heart. You know what I mean? He's like like the shy one, the nice one. So I'd probably be Gizmo. I wouldn't change.
Yeah, he's amazing.
So I would be Gizmo. I'd be a gremlin.
Yeah.
All right. See, let's see. Here we go. Who else? Who else is in here? Who else got a question for me?
Do you mind if I record mine?
You can record it. Yeah, go for it.
I was curious what you would name your wanderer in game.
Chalupalicious, probably. Chalupalicious or Little Honda Fit. Okay, you only can name them once though, right?
You can rename
Twice.
them once. So you could technically give them two names.
You could give them two names at one time.
No, they give you a free name if you screw up.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's it, right? You're done?
Yeah, but then you're cooked.
Okay. So Chulipalicious and Little Honda Fit. This is going to be a good panel, even though there's only a couple of you in here, because I could ask you questions about the game that I don't know. Yeah. Do headcanons and everything.
Have you played much Genshin Impact?
No, believe me. The first panel I've ever done, when the Wanderer came out, it was me, like Alejandro Sop. It was like the full-on Sumero. It was like the cast, and like there was like I think probably like 500, 600 people there, and I was like, this is the first convention and panel I've ever done, and they're like, do you play Genshin? I'm like, no, and everyone's like, ooh, like the whole crowd. It was so funny. I'm like, yeah, I don't play, but I do watch gameplay. So I know what my character could do. I know his lore. I know, and so I watch. I just don't download it on my phone and like let my phone heat up and blow up. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what it does if you download it on your phone, right? It'll just blow up or something.
I don't know. I can't run it on there.
So I heard.
I put my phone in the freezer to be able to play it.
No way.
It takes up like 30
And then I take out an
gigabytes.
ice pack and I like put my phone on the ice pack so I can keep playing.
That is so cool. That's funny, dude. Like, hold on, I'm not getting my phone. I'm getting an ice cream.
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. So I heard it looks really good on a PC. Like you could really the graphics and everything like comes to life there. Yeah, it's, of course you're on the phone. You're like,
Also pretty good on Xbox.
Yeah, I play on PS5 and it's pretty clean.
What can you play the game on, you guys? What can you play Genshin
I
on?
think everything we
They're
just said.
discontinuing PS4.
But you can't play on Switch, right?
They
No.
still haven't
It's
gotten
not on
Switch
Switch.
released.
They're
never gonna have a
It's been
Switch
like
release.
5 years.
game is
Yeah,
too
you
big.
can play on computer, you can play on iPad, you can play on the phone.
Mm.
That might be it.
Xbox, technically the
Yeah, it
the
killed my
fancier
iPad.
one,
I
the
had to buy a
one.
new iPad.
Oh wow. Whoa.
To be fair, I don't think I could figure that game out if she didn't help me and get me into it.
Oh, you have an assistant.
Yeah,
You have a
because a
gaming
lot of it I
assistant.
was like, I don't understand anything that's going on.
I went in co-op and killed everything for her as Cleet because I maxed her out.
You're the best kind of friend.
Yeah, she's my little cousin. She nailed it. I was like, I don't know how to play this, but everything looks really pretty.
That's so real.
Oh my gosh.
My brother just wants to like go and beat stuff up, and I'm like, you have to go do your quest. He's like, I don't
Do
want
the
to. I'm like,
story.
you're like taking 5 minutes to kill an abyss mage. Please.
Man, we should have just ordered a pizza
It is.
and just like kicked it and ordered a pizza in
I
here.
wish I brought snacks.
I know. I could have got like
I did
snacks.
bring Uno.
Uno.
It's in my bag.
Kill the other
No way. We can play
30
Uno
minutes.
too.
Yeah.
We can play Uno after for a little bit. I'm down.
I'm so down.
I'm so down to play Uno, and that's one of the only games I like to play with my daughter and my wife. Like usually, like let's play a game. I'm like, oh man. I play Shoots and Ladders. I play Uno. What else?
At her age, are you allowed to win any game?
She actually beats me, dude. It's so
Like, for real?
bad.
Oh, she's smart.
It's so bad. Either she's smart or I'm just like. Ugh. But everyone changes their rules on Uno. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see you guys' rules. Any other brain busters? I know you guys got some. Voice acting.
Last one.
Got any music?
I have a question.
All right, what's your question?
Hi, Marcus. We don't know each other at all.
We met today.
How did-
You're doing pretty good so far.
Thank you. How did you
He's
go?
my handler today, but he's just chilling.
It's my first day too. Yeah, I've been a lot. How did you transition from being in a punk band to voice acting? You said it was a interesting story. I'm curious to know what that story is.
Punk band. I was in a punk band, playing drums for like 10 years, and then toured in a van for a long time. We had like a record deal and stuff, and it was cool. But my uncle was a producer for CBS, so I started doing some on-camera acting work, mostly auditioning. I didn't get a lot of parts, but I auditioned for a T-Mobile commercial in Spanish as a drummer. I just had I had the Latino drummer look, and totally typecast. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it, you know what I mean? So I went in for the audition, I drove to LA, and I had a call back, and then they called me back. Long story short, I booked the part in the commercial as the drummer in a Mexican band that was like kind of rock, because I knew how to play drums, and you know, that commercial got me my Screen Actors Guild card, I guess, or I could get in. I had to pay a certain amount, whatever. And then so I joined the union. My agency had a voiceover department, so they would be like, "Hey, do you want to try voiceover?" And I'm like, "What's that?" I don't know. And so that I come in. So back then, I had to drive to audition. You couldn't do it from your house. Everyone had to drive in to audition at the time. Well, so I didn't book anything for a long time, and I was just discouraged. And I was like, this sucks. I became a personal trainer for like 9 years. I was a fitness trainer, and that's how I met my wife. And then I know that's a weird story, but it's a cool story, but I don't want to tell it. Yeah, I became a fitness trainer. I bought my own microphone, and I just started auditioning, and I booked this little game, and I just kept auditioning from my house, learning how to record myself, and then I made up my own demo. I made my own voiceover demo, you guys. You could pay thousands of dollars for a demo. Luckily, I knew people in recording. I was like, let me just do a fake demo. So I made up some stuff, and I put some music, and it worked, and it got me an agent, you know what I mean? So, and then from then on, the agency, they sent me auditions. I was auditioning when I had my baby, like in the closet with my microphone around clothes.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and I booked a couple roles. I did a couple sessions, like, I was like, what? You know what I mean? Like on a $200 microphone with clothes around me. I did a mattress commercial. I booked some game called Brawl Stars, and and then from then on, I got the Genshin audition, and yeah, then now
That
I'm
was a
just,
pretty big role for you, wasn't it?
big what?
Big role for you, the Genshin?
It was a big role for me. I didn't know it was big though when I got it, because the character, they sent me one sheet on it, and it just said Scaramouche. And it
Did you
said,
think of Queen?
it was like, I don't know all the facts of it, like what it said. I think it's like I don't know how young, I don't know. He's old, but like younger voice print, and traveling, whatever. And I said the lines, and they said, hey, you're booked for this role, Scaramouche. I'm like, oh, no way. What's that? I didn't know. So I went into the session, and they're like, you know what game it is? They're like, it's called Genshin Impact. I'm like, well, I don't even know what that game is. It was 1.1, right? So I did the session. It was the Reconciled Stars event. Do you know that? Hi, mind if I join you? You know that? Are you deaf or just stupid? Like that whole thing. So I did that whole session. I was like, what is this game? So they called me back in, I think a couple months later to do some more content. And then a couple months later, I'm like, am my character like on there a lot? They're like, oh, just keep coming in. So I ended up doing these trailers with the 3 betrayals and all this stuff. I was like, yo, this is cool. And I ended up looking at the trailers. I'm like, damn, this is going to be awesome. And then I'm like, I started learning more. I'm like, am I going to be a playable character? And they're like, no, I don't think so. We don't know yet. This is like a year and a half after. They were saying no, or, maybe they just didn't want to tell me, but I didn't even know what that was, what playable was, you guys. Like, I'm so out of it. I just like doing the voice and being the character.
Oh, this sounds
Before the game did.
Huh?
The Furious knew before the game did. I remember
Yeah.
some early Genshin people were like, I was in the trenches fighting over playable Starfish.
Were you?
And told, it's never gonna happen. I'm like, no, you gotta put down the design.
She was
Yeah.
fighting
He
for you,
has
bro.
the design elements of a playable character.
Yeah. Is there design elements of a playable character?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that. Like, I was just
There's
like,
just more effort.
yeah,
Well,
okay.
that and also like having the splits in the back, like his veils.
Yeah, the
split.
way
the
And
veils-
so that's why like a lot of Genshin characters have like split
You guys
hair
are,
and stuff because
that's
it makes
awesome.
the characters more recognizable from the back, which is what most players are going to be seeing as they're playing.
Okay, you see those little details? Like, that is the stuff that just boggles my mind. It's really cool. This is why I love the fandom. I'll say it right now. I love the Genshin fandom. They've been really cool to me, and it's been a ride so far. But yeah, I did that, and then finally, I did a trailer. Yeah, I did a trailer, and then the director Chris is like, "Hey, we got some good news." I was like, "What?" Like, I was in the studio, and I think the director Chris was on there, the engineer. I think some people from Hoya were on there, but don't quote me on that. But like, and like, Wanderer's gonna be playable, and I was like, Wanderer. I think it was like, oh, Scaramouche can play. Well, anyways, he's gonna be Wanderer, and there's I was like, is that good? He's like, yeah, man, that's good. I was like, oh, that's awesome. He's like, so then when he became playable, they put out a trailer, and it had my name on there as the VA. It wasn't an official VA, it just had my name on their official thing. And then right then, it came from Hoyoverse, the thing, my phone was like, like I didn't join Twitter. I joined Twitter like 2 nights after, and it was like, I think it was like 20,000 followers in like a couple of days. And I was like, man, this character must be popular, So I didn't know, and I was like, whoa.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I didn't really know, so it's probably good, and that I didn't know too much about it. I just did my thing, and I tried not to let it get to my head too much about not posting about it, but I didn't really care. I didn't really know what the game was, so I was like, I don't know, what am I going to say? So then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so that's how I got in there. It's crazy. Auditions are crazy, you guys, because like it could be awesome. I love auditioning, but it takes a lot out of you. You wouldn't think it does, because I get pumped, man. I'm like, yes, my daughter's at school right now. I got time. I got these 5 auditions I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put everything I got into it, So I'm in the booth. I'm in there for like 4 hours. Maybe it's too long. I love everything I put out, and you're like, you don't get the part. You know what I mean? And you just put your heart and soul in anything. But I love it so much. I love doing it so much. It's like, damn, I don't think I could ever stop doing it. It's like even music for me. It was like I loved it so much. I lost so much money. I came back with nothing. You know what I mean? Like even with the record deal. But man, I loved it so much. I just kept doing it. So I think that I just learned a lot of work ethic from being in the band. Now when I sign autographs and people pay for them, I'm fucking so happy. It's crazy, dude. I'm just like, this is insane. You know what I mean? So I'm just really thankful for where I am at. But yeah.
What was the band called? The name of it?
It was an old band called No Motive, and it was like an emo punk band on this label called Vagrant. We toured with like this band. We toured with bands called Alkaline Trio and Saves the Day.
Oh,
and then
wow.
We did the Honda Civic tour with Blink-182, and
I've heard of the band.
yeah, so we did that, and then we stopped, and then I joined another band, and we got a record deal on Immortal Records, which has Incubus and Korn, and we got a big record deal. And our manager, who managed our band, managed Green Day at the time.
Wow.
And the funny thing is like, it's the timing, man, of everything. Life is so crazy like that. God, it's like our record came out, and it was when Green Day's record, the huge one, not Dookie.
American Idiot?
American Idiot. So when American Idiot came out, our record came out at the same time. And of course our manager's gonna be like, yo, you know what I mean? So it's like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's just one of those things where you learn, but we still went on tour, you know what I mean? But it's like, I loved it so much, but I couldn't keep up the touring lifestyle that much. A lot of my friends are still doing it, but I couldn't because it's rough. It's not like we're staying in hotels every night. Like I go to a hotel room by myself, I'm like, oh my gosh. It would be us in a hotel room with 6 guys, but it was so fun. It was so fun. Those are the best times of my life, hanging out with your friends and your pals. That's why when I see people like at cons with their friends, I'm like, hell yeah, these are the times, man, for you guys, you know what I mean? It's really cool. So that's a special place for me. But I just couldn't, the lifestyle is so hard when you're not making a lot of money as a musician. Now I could just write songs from my house and my friend Griffin and do funny stuff and really no expectations, you know what I mean? And put out cringe stuff, and it's fun for me, you know? So now I can have fun without any expectation of, oh, we're gonna be big, or, you know what I mean? But not that that's a bad thing, but for me, where I am right now.
The pressure doesn't get to you to make something good.
What's that?
Like the pressure doesn't get to you to make something that will
It-
appeal to.
It does. Like, I want to put out good stuff, even if it's good cringe. As long as it's, like, if I like it and it's bad, but I like it, I'm cool with it.
But that's kind of what I'm saying. Like you're not focusing on what other.
Yeah, it's not
so
like,
you're still able to express
I'm-
your
I-
creativity.
yes, so I could be like, people are going to hate this, and some people are going to like it, but I can't please everyone. But I'm happy with what I put out, and it's
That's all that
funny.
matters.
Huh?
That's all that matters.
Yeah, but sometimes I'll put stuff out there. What did I do? But that's what we all do. What did I say to that person? Or what did I do? Like I do that sometimes. You know what I mean? So that's just how we are. But I'm glad I could just put stuff out and put some songs out and do stuff that I love. You know what I mean? But I'm not making money at a lot of it. You know what I mean? I still do. Like I have this anime I wrote, Akari Dark, and like I spent a whole bunch of money on animation. But I love it so much. Like, that's just who I am. I love shit so much. Like, I fucking have to do it. Like, because there's people, nothing against people that have plans and don't do it. That's them. But for me, I've always been like, I want that boogie board when I was a kid. I'm going to get a paper out and get it. I'm going to make it happen. You know what I mean? So, and when I have an idea for a song and it won't go away, I'm like, I got to record this thing. You know, even if people don't like it, I just got to do it because it's going to be like, it's going to be something else I didn't finish. You know what I mean? But gosh, on my phone, I have so many guitar riffs like that aren't even done. But like, I always go to them like, okay, that's a good one. But the point of the story is like, I just love doing stuff that I love to do, and it's awesome. Like, if I had all the money in the world, I don't think I'd be super rich. I'd spend it on shit that I like to do. You know what I mean? Because money. I was talking to a friend, and like, there was a time in my life. I hope you guys don't mind me rambling. Is this okay? Cool. My voice doesn't annoy you? Because if it does, it's
Not
okay.
yet. Not yet.
Okay, it's like I've heard that before. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Tell me.
Spending money on things you like.
Yeah, money. Yeah, money solves a lot of problems. You guys, it solves a lot of problems. It solved some of my problems. I was in a lot of debt before, like, you know, being in the band and stuff, but it doesn't solve everything. You know what I mean? Like, you could have all the money in the world and still be miserable. You know what I mean? So my point is, like, if I had all the money in the world, I'd spend it on fucking making animes and weird music videos that have 2 views. I don't give a shit. So yeah. Any questions, guys?
I have one. So with touring, what was your, like, who was one of your favorite bands to tour with?
Like, music-wise or fun-wise?
Ooh, both.
Mm.
Because my husband, so he was in a band. They're back together now. Same thing, just like playing music because they love it. He's got like same thing, 1.5 million guitar riffs on his phone because he has severe ADD. And
Your husband?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they're in a local band. It's called Old Knives.
Cool.
But he talks about how when he went on tour and same thing, like you're in a crappy van, you're sleeping together with like 6 guys and like all in one hotel room, like sharing like one bed and then someone gets the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
But he always talks about like the fun people that when he was on tour, like meeting all these fun bands and stuff and like hanging out with them.
Dude, that's a hard one because I remember this. Oh yeah, that's Hardy's face to face and experience. Oh gosh, it was probably. It was probably the second tour I did in my band, and we went on tour with this band called Good Riddance, and they were from Santa Cruz, California, and they were like,
Yeah.
I idolize them. They're like all vegan punk rockers. They're still this guy Chuck and Sean are still my friends, but they took us on our first tour through Canada, and we were in a van, and it was all snowing, but we were just played in front of we played house parties that were like, 300, 400 people there, and you're just like, boom, and then we played like an airport hangar with like 4,000 people, and then we played like a place with like 500 people, but like, it was small, big shows, but it was a total learning experience.
Yeah.
And I was driving the van, like, it was like camaraderie, you know what I mean? And like, I wish, it's hard to go back to days like that, you gotta let them go, but you remember, like, that was pretty cool.
That's
Yes.
how he feels all the time. He's just he's like, those are some of my favorite memories. He's like, shit sucked. And, we didn't eat for days, but.
That's what I'm saying, like,
he's
good memories, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it's crazy when I see people at con, like, you're with your pals, and it's cool. But it's funny, but I always love conventions because, like, the first day, everyone's happy, and then the last day, like, just, oh, shit. Like, you know what I mean? People are just on the floor, eating pizza, just like, you know what I mean? But it's like, but it's a sad thing, the last day, you know what I mean? It's one of those things. So I love doing these because I get to see people having fun, so. You had a question?
Yeah, my question is, how did you get the Care Bear gig?
Oh, that's a cool one. That's a good question. So I randomly signed. I just texted her the other day. I randomly signed up for a voiceover workshop in LA at Voicecaster, and it was with a voice director. Her name is Marsha Goodman. She just texted me today. She's retiring, but like she's like, I drove. I wasn't gonna go to this thing either. I was like, should I go? We didn't have my wife at the time. I think we were married. Yeah. I think it was like $150, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna spend $150. I think I had some credit card debt too. It wasn't all paid off, and my credit card debt was from being in the band. And so I went to this workshop in LA. I drove, and they gave me some sides or like the script, and I read some with the class, and we were just doing exercises, and that was it. I thought I did good, and hey, did I do good? No, in my head, how we all. And I did it. Came home, and I got an email from her, and it said, "Hey, I'm casting a show. I'm doing this Care Bears show. Care Bears. It's 52 episodes. Do you want to audition for it?" And I was like, "Hell yeah! This is just from a casting director. Like, just pick me out, And I was like, "Sure." And she's like, oh, here's all the characters, Grumpy, Cheer Bear, all this stuff. You know, it was like a reboot or something, but it was 52 episodes. I'm like, hell yeah, like I'll audition. So I read for every part, and then like a week and a half later, she emailed me. She's like, hey, you got the part of Good Luck Bear. And I was like, no way. She's like, can you do 52 episodes? It pays this much. I know it's not that much you want to do. I'm like, hell yeah. So I ended up booking it, and that's how I got it. And I went into the studio, and I did the sessions 2 episodes at a time, and it ended up being like, hey, you want to voice this talking Good Luck Bear toy? They're gonna sell at Target. I did that, so that was really cool. So I got to do little cool experiences like that. So
How would you feel if they did a live action Care Bears?
would I be
That
like?
sounds
I'd be like, yeah, that would be crazy. That would be amazing. I don't
They
know.
like dress you up as
It worked with Smurfs.
I know, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it.
They sure did that.
Any other questions? You have one?
Oh, did you know about like conventions and con culture like beforehand?
No. Nothing. I didn't know anything. I'm still learning. Like my first con was like a year and a half, 2 years ago when Wanderer came out. Yeah, I've only been doing this since Wanderer came out. I only got invited because of Wanderer. You know what I mean? So I'm cool with it though. You know what I mean? Like hell yeah. You know, and it's so crazy because I'm learning. Like you could voice. I know people that voice lots of characters, but it's those couple ones that people mostly love, and it's so crazy. I'm so lucky, even to voice Wanderer. You know, and I'm just like, yo, I'm down. You know what I mean? So I didn't know about What do I have to know though? Is there any like?
Oh, I was just wondering like what you thought of it like coming in, because it's kind of like kind of niche. It's like a interesting like activity, I guess.
Yeah.
For fans.
Yeah, it's
Most of the time, it's like we're just inside playing games, you know.
it's rad.
So now you're like in person.
It's cool. I love it, man. I feel like you could. That's why, like, when I first did my first convention, I took my daughter, and I'd like to take her, and I'm like, yo, check these crazy people out. I'm crazy. Like, look at, there's guys wearing bikinis, and I want her to see I want her to see it, and it's awesome. I think it's awesome. So it's pretty rad, actually. Yeah, man, some of the cosplays you guys all make is insane, and the people who like put the time and effort in them is like. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so, yeah, I like it.
Oh, speaking of cosplays, I know for AX, do you know about Anime Expo?
Do I know about Anime
The
Expo?
big convention?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I think I was watching a live stream and someone did like a skit with Scara
Mhm.
for one of the competitions. And it was like pretty neat.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
not sure if you saw it.
I think I saw something, like, I always see, like, people doing cosplays, like, in the contest, and they dress as Wanderer Scar, and it's pretty cool. I was going to do AX, but I was just, maybe I'll do it next year. It's gnarly, right? It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
I was there for the first time this year, and it was freaking insane. It's huge, but like really fun.
Was it fun? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so you should definitely go.
Okay, I'll do it. It's just like, if I want to, like, be a voice actor there, like, you got to, like, get your table at a certain time. My friends do it, and, like, I was just like, I'm having a party in my house. I'll do it next year.
Fair, dude.
Yeah.
We only made it to like Artist Alley and then like maybe like a couple other areas. It was so just overwhelming.
How many days were you there?
All 3 days, dude.
You're like, we made it to Artist Alley for 1 hour.
Yeah, dude. To be fair though, we did like bake a little too hard in the morning that we just spent like our time getting ready and then ended up there. But
Where is it?
it's in LA. It's Anime Expo. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
on
the
July
big.
4th
It's
weekend.
it's the biggest convention in
Yeah.
one of the biggest ones in the world, right?
Yeah, it's like the biggest like anime convention in like the West
Yeah.
like area. But their Artist Alley, it was bananas, dude. It literally took like 2 days for us to like get through
No
all
way.
those. Yeah, dude, it was gnarly, absolutely gnarly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Then maybe I'm not going.
Yeah, dude. Just prepare yourself. Take a Xanax before.
What autograph? What?
Yeah.
Did you have a question too?
Yeah, I was gonna wonder what your favorite fan interaction was.
Ever?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or a
Testing
notable
your
one.
memory.
At least.
Notable one.
That's the
I had a girl come up to me. I think it was San Diego. And gosh, it's starting to be like tour. You know, like which place is that? San Diego. But I remember. It's like so this is. I was talking to Brian Beacock about it real quick too. Like he's been so many places. Like you're in the moment at the time, but after it's over. You're like, what just happened? It's like, you know, where was I 2 weeks ago? Or what, you know? Favorite fan, one of them is, I had a girl come up to me and she said she was going to kill herself. And usually I'm like, oh, I get freaked out, but I'm like, you know, man, you know, she's like, if it wasn't for Wanderer and his his backstory, I wouldn't be here. I looked at her and I knew she was telling the truth. I could tell. And I was like, oh man. And, you know, she had like lots of marks on her arms probably from self-cutting and all this stuff. And I was like, oh man, I'm sorry. You know, I just gave her a hug and I signed some stuff for her and I talked to her for a little bit. And I was like, well, I'm glad you're here, you know? I'm just like, when people say that stuff to me and a character, a fictional character, and I can bring the voice to him, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel fulfilled in what I do. Yeah, it gives me a sense of like, man, that's awesome that I could, help be in something like a system, not a system, that I could help someone with their life, voicing a character, you know what I mean? So that was probably the most memorable one for me so far. Anyone else? Huh?
Do you have any ships that you like, Skirmish?
I can't talk about it. I can't.
I don't know.
I can't say anything. No, that's, yeah.
Another question then.
Okay.
Do you have any notable headcanons that you have for Skirmish that you like?
Headcanons. Oh, man. Have you guys? Wait, no, that's the wrong video. I would say, what's a headcanon of Skara? I wouldn't say headcanon, but I always imagine what would be worse, how it would go with him interacting with Raiden again, or him interacting with Dottore. Which one would be more
Depends on your definition
Violent?
of worse.
violent and emotional? You know what I mean?
Definitely Dottore.
I feel like it would be Dottore.
Dottore?
Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's a Shogun, they might have a chance to kind of like have a conversation.
Yeah, I think so too.
If he sees Dottore, it's on site.
So on the last thing, I don't know where he's going. Did you guys see the last thing where he's like,
Yeah, he's going to non-cry,
Yeah,
the new
he's
area.
not crying. He's like,
We don't know
I
why.
have to settle.
yeah, what's the score? I don't even know. You guys, it's funny, as the VA, I don't even know. I'm like,
I'm like,
what's the score, guys? Like, I'm in the studio, they don't see nothing. Like,
In story, I don't know.
maybe he's like,
It's
maybe there's some like
headquarters
experiments
kind
that
of
they're
thing,
doing.
something to do with Columbina.
so you think he's going to Dottore?
Maybe.
Possibly?
Maybe one of his. I think he was lying to Nahida about his colognes.
Okay.
So he might have something like set up in Nodcrack because they have really advanced technology.
Okay, so if he goes back, if he goes to Dottore, okay, did Dottore even remember him?
No.
So what the, so,
That's why
Well,
I'm
there's
confused.
a couple things in that recent trailer. Something about they have like a way to view the true past and stuff, and you have the stuff where it's like where the water and not cry reflects the past, and you kind of see the reflection of the Valadier. So I'm almost wondering if there will be a way that they kind of know about them, or if that's not really gonna happen. I don't know. But I noticed that, and I was like, I feel like if there's definitely anybody who would be able to like see like the actual truth and know about Valadier, it'd probably be like the Fitubi with their connections with Conry and
I think Skarmosh secretly likes sweet things. He just says he doesn't, that's what headcanon, like he secretly eats ice cream by himself or something, like, don't tell anybody. Anyone else? All right, who has it? Have you asked one? Okay, go for it.
What inspired you to make emo legendary?
Oh, so that song "Emo Legendary" is about. It's not about. I wrote it about a character on Brawl Stars actually.
Yeah.
Sandy on Brawl Stars, and he's a legendary.
Yeah, I
So he's a
know.
legendary. You know, okay? So, I don't know. I felt like I would sing a song that's emo about a legendary. It was like that. It's just so bad. So I wrote this song.
She just showed it to me.
So you guys, I played in a punk band. I sing in a dad band called Dad Brains.
Sick.
Okay, so there was an old punk band in the 80s called Bad Brains. They're famous, okay? They're like Rastafarian hardcore dudes, and they would, back a long time ago, they would do like backflips on stage and just crazy. They're called Bad Brains. So I was like, let's start a band called Dad Brains, and we'll write songs about having kids. And that song, Emo Legendary, was gonna be a song called Poop in Peace. Because my daughter would always be like, I'm pooping, and she'd be like, Daddy, 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 you know why I'm pooping? And I'm like, God, I gotta poop in peace. Can I poop in peace? So it was gonna be called Poop in Peace. I didn't end up writing the song, so I was like, I'm gonna write it Emo Legendary. So I wrote a song called Emo Legendary, and that's how I did it. And then I changed the words to fit Scar in a later version, but that's how I did it. And then my wife filmed the music video for that on my iPhone in downstairs.
Nice.
It's so bad, but it's funny.
I
You know?
played it. I treated that song like a Rickroll, and my best friend hates it so much because
Oh my gosh.
like back when Wanderer first came out, like every time that she would come over, I would just play it, and she would like steal my iPad and turn it off because she hated it so much.
Oh my, well, I mean, it's not the greatest song, but it's kind of catchy, you know? But I don't even know what it says. So tired of crying myself to sleep. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's wrong with me. What about these things?
Is that your inner teen being healed?
Yeah, a little bit. I just like, I don't really know what I'm doing, you guys. All right, who's that? You got a question?
Yeah.
What's up?
So you've traveled a lot. So what would you say is your sketchiest moment that you witnessed while touring?
In a band or this?
Either or.
Oh, I would say, not too long ago, I was in a city. Well, I can say it. I was in Portland, and I mean, I was walking down the street with my daughter and my wife next to our hotel, and some guy was shooting up heroin like right next to us. So I was like,
Damn.
I'm like, yo, you guys are on a different level, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but
That's a choice.
yeah, it was kind of sketchy. I mean, you know, it's having your 7-year-old, and it was that. I was like, nothing. Don't worry about it.
You're like, maybe he's diabetic.
Yeah. Do you have any kids? That's a good one.
I don't have any kids, but I have a lot of friends with kids,
Okay.
and so like we're
He's
constantly.
diabetic.
Yeah, literally. Just gotta be quick with it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, what's up? What's up?
So in voice acting stuff, the recording tends to be like on your own generally. Do you get a chance to meet any of the like fellow voice actors in a project before you end up like in a panel with them? On stage
No,
somewhere?
now I meet him at cons, but the voice acting process, like I don't record from home. For Genshin, I choose to drive to the studio and go in.
Yeah,
I
was
go
just
in.
wondering like if you get to meet anyone else before you end up somewhere meeting them. At, like,
No, no.
it's just like, hey, here's a panel. You're with these guys now.
Yeah, I did. When I did the cool thing, when I did the Care Bears, we had a table read. It was like actually did the first whole episode, so we all were on mics, and I met everyone then, like the whole cast, which was really cool. But it was nerve wracking. I was like, oh, all these there's some really good voice actors on there, so I was like, but yeah, I've done that. Yeah, but now it's like now I meet people at conventions.
It sounds so scary.
It's
Like, hey, everyone's gonna be staring at you five. Pretend you know each other.
yeah. I just try to. It's hard sometimes. I just try to. I hate to be cliche, but just be myself. You know what I mean? And you know, this is me. I'm the dad. I used to be a punker. Now I do voiceover. I love the Genshin fandom. I love my family, and I'm trying to love myself every day, which is hard sometimes. You know what I mean? That's me. So you guys know about me. What's that?
Well, going off of that, I think you did a Genshin live stream thing, right?
Yeah, but I was in the studio. That was live, but I wasn't with them.
Oh, you were. Oh, you.
No. Did I did a live stream when Wanderer came out? I think it was me, the VA for Ito, me,
Max
Ma-
Bowman?
me, Max Middleman, and Sarah,
Sarah.
who voices Lumine.
Oh.
Yes, is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think Sarah.
Because I do specifically remember like a voice line between Wander and Ito.
Yeah, it was for 3.3 when it
Yeah.
came out. Yeah, that was, we recorded that live,
Oh.
but we weren't in the same spot. I was in the studio,
Uh-huh.
okay? This is crazy. So I was in the studio. There was a production guy in the studio, like the engineer. I think Max was at his house, probably, or I'm guessing he's at his own studio. And Sarah was at her house. But we were all on the same time, we were live recording it. But we just weren't in the same room.
That's funny.
It's crazy nowadays, you know what I mean?
It's like a Discord call, but for everyone.
Yeah, but so you're in your microphone in your booth, which is a good microphone booth, and they go through this thing called Source Connect. So you could get that quality of your microphone into the audio board in another studio. That's how they do it with
Someone's running the board in another studio.
yeah, so check this out. This is so crazy. It's weird, right?
That is
It's so
wild.
awesome. But so if you have Source Connect and these other things, so when I record for Genshin or whatever, I say my voice in the microphone with the TV. I can see the animation. My voice, the quality of that with the awesome microphone they have, the compressors, all that, goes to the audio board in the other room. That audio board is connected online to China, to the director's house, and it goes when they mix it, it goes to their, the quality goes to them, so they have a good quality there. I don't have to be at their studio. It's crazy.
That's wild.
It's nuts, dude. It's crazy. But so when I record from my house, I do auditions, but if they want me in for Genshin, I drive to the studio because I don't want to, I'm not really a technical person and I don't want to mess up. I'd rather just worry about my voice acting and let them worry about the tech stuff. But I mean, maybe one day I'll learn it and do it, but I kind of like driving over there and I get excited.
Yeah.
I sit in the parking lot. Sometimes my name's there, sometimes it's not. They misspelled them. What's that?
I was curious about that same live stream. Do you toggle the little like emotes he has, or does somebody else do that?
Oh, they do that.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, all that stuff has to be approved. All that stuff is
All
like,
synchronized. That's really cool.
it's approved, it's synchronized, it's mixed. It's like, we're live doing it, but they put the After Effects, they do all that stuff. They make it cool.
Oh, so that stuff is like very scripted then? It's not like kind of.
No, it's live. Some of it's live, some of it's scripted, and some of it's live. Like we get an ad lib for it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we gotta do that stuff.
So you can't hear them, or is it just like, I don't know.
Like on a live stream,
Yeah.
I can hear them.
Okay.
Everyone, yeah, it's mixed. Like I can hear everybody, the producer, whoever. Yeah, if it's it's crazy. But when I'm in there for Wander, I don't hear any. Like I just do the lines and yeah, that's a thing in itself too, man. Like when I first got Playable, like they had so much dialogue, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's talking about tea for how long? Like what is this? And then like the pronunciations, you guys. I mean, I'm a Mexican from Southern California. I'm like, yo, dude, like kabuki mono, like who's Booer? Like who's Booer, bro? Like is Booer Nahida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick? You know what I mean? But like, there's pronunciation. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. So thank God they have someone helping me, like that does it. So they write it down phonetically, so I get it right. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yes. But you have to because there's a lot of dialogue, and then there's one like word like you get the pronunciation right, so you got to have it right there. So that's a trick about voice acting too. There's a lot of dialogue, and you have to read it as naturally as you can and try to get it right.
You had to deal with the Japanese words and then Sumeru.
Sumeru, yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Now we're going to not cry.
Oh,
We're
man.
going to Russia.
Oh, my gosh. Anyone else? All right.
How do you prep yourself for recording lines, or what, do you get into a certain mindset?
Yeah, I do. I'm an anxious person. My family's I'm an anxious person, so I always man, I could get inside my head a little bit. The thing that helps me the most is I have to tell my brain, I'll take breaths, I do some breathing in my car before I go into the studio. I breathe, I relax, I'm like, okay, you're here, you've already done the part, you already got it, you're good, bro. If I tell myself that, I'm like, I already got it, like, you got it, and then I'm cool, and then I'm like, but before you talk to the director, listen to what they have to say. Listen before talking. And that's a key thing I'm working on with my wife, with everybody. Listen. It's hard for me, you know? Listen to what the director has to say, and take his direction, and don't let it go in one ear and out the other. Like, do it and see if it works. And then if you have an idea, try your idea out. Ask if you can. You know what I mean? And usually I love to freestyle wander. You know what I mean? So, what's that?
How does voice direction go when you're getting cast for a role?
Oh man, that's hard. They give you a lot of, sometimes too much information on the character, and then you get into your own head about it, and then you hear who they cast, and you're like, that wasn't even in the character. Like, what? You know? Yeah, so there's a lot of information, and then you just, usually, sometimes it's just too much information on there. And so they'll give you the information on the character, the lines, and you just say the lines.
Okay.
You slate your name, and then you say your lines to the character. Sometimes you give 1 or 2 takes, and you just let it go. And sometimes now I'm like, I'll ask for opinions of fellow voice actors. Usually people that I trust, and usually, I send them some reads, and I'm like, hey, what do you think of these? And like, oh, this part's good. Why don't you try this part with this part, this part, this part? And then I like to do that, and then I redo it, and then I send it.
Is that what you would consider the most fun part of the job?
No, I would consider being here the most fun part of the job, probably, because you get to see who it affects. You know what I mean?
Because usually it's just like one you in the booth on your own, right? So
Yes.
you don't really see the impact.
It gets a little lonely sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Anyone else, Jeremy?
Yeah, I have a question. What is it about the Wanderer you think resonates with gamers and all? What makes that character you think is so special to people?
I think his backstory a little bit. I think a lot of people feel betrayed in their back. You could relate to your own life. I know I do. You know what I mean? I think everyone's got their own issues, but I think his sassiness I really love. I think he just tells it like it is, and I wish I could do that, but I don't. I think he says the shit we all think, but we just don't say, and I love that about him. You know what I mean? And we love to love people like that. You know what I mean? I kind of a little envious, but I'm kind of a nice guy. But in my head, I'm like wander a little bit. I just don't say it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I really don't. But like, I don't think he gives a shit. He's over it. You know what I mean? And I like that about him. And sometimes I envy people that just don't give a shit. They're like, whatever. You know what I mean? So I think I could be wrong, but for me, yeah. And I think he has a heart in there too, and I think that's what makes him special. And I see his story transitioning, like he's having a little bit more of a heart, and he likes Durin a little bit, but then he's one of those characters you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. You know, that's why I love him. Like, my hairs are standing up now because I love talking. I love him so much. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in the future with him, who's going to betray him, and if like my own headcanon, I'm like, what if he goes back to Fatui? Like, what if something happens and like he's betrayed again, and like he turns red, he's wearing red and black again for some reason. Like, I'm like in my head, you know what I mean? So that's why I love him so much. So.
I feel like he's also just a very helpful character despite all his, hardships. He still goes on and he finds a way to start becoming a better person too.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So, but he's still mad about it a little bit. Like grumbly. I love the grumbly. I don't know if I told you, but like all those like that he does, like it's just me like washing dishes at my house. Like honestly, I do those sounds. I'm like, oh god. Like when they're like, hey, can you put some water? And they're like, all right, channel my dishwashing, folding laundry, dad.
Do you feel that voicing wonder is a good emotional outlet for that then?
A good emotional outlet for what?
For like your anger, I guess?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, dude, when I remember going, anything but the gnosis, all that stuff, oh, I'm just like, I get to let out some stuff in me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that was fun doing it. That was a little stressful on the old voice, but yeah, that was like liberating when I get to do stuff like that in the studio and belt it out, you know what I mean? So.
Do you have a favorite voice line from him? Or just like
Man.
a notable one?
I think a lot of the stuff he says is one-liners, and I think they're all pretty catchy. Probably, man, I think barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead. That one, for some reason, I feel like I want to say that to people in real life. I don't like it. You already look like you want me dead. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Like the way he says it, I'm just like, oh, I love that shit. So probably that one, and man. Notable ones, Are You Deaf or Just Stupid? That one's just kind of mean, but it's kind of iconic. Like, who is this little kid? Like little 5'1" with heels on, barely, like saying that shit, like easy, you know. So probably those two, yeah.
It's right when he like reveals that he's evil too, and you're just like, whoa, you were
Yeah.
nice like 5 minutes ago. What happened?
Yeah, hi, mind if I join you? Who gave you the right to issue your own orders? Like, yeah. Was that yours?
Yes. Have you ever met any of the Japanese actors, the voice actors of any of your projects, and were you nervous?
No, I haven't. I have not. But that would be cool. That would be awesome.
It would be cool.
Mm-hmm. What time is it? Anybody know?
He's got like 8 minutes.
6:23.
Wow, that went by quick.
We were so worried.
What are you guys?
Because we were so worried we were playing Uno.
Yeah, I was like, let's play Uno. Who else? Does anybody have
Not
any?
a question,
Okay.
but my best friend told me I'm obligated legally to tell you hi. She's your biggest Canadian fan.
Oh, well, tell them hi for me. Biggest Canadian fan. I would like to go to Canada for a con,
She
but
would love that. Vancouver.
can I
area.
tell you a story real quick?
Yes.
It's kind of embarrassing about me. Okay. It's okay. So, when I was 18, I was convicted of a crime, and when I go into Canada, they always question me about this one crime. Do you know what this crime was?
When you were 18?
Yeah. Okay, so it was a long time. So, you know what the crime was? The point is, I stole something.
Oh.
You know what I stole? So if you're in Canada, just let me in. I stole a pair of Speedos.
For why?
Because I was on the swim team, so I was a competitive swimmer. Like, I had money to steal, and I went through the stealing phase. I don't know if you guys went through a stealing
Everybody
phase.
does.
Oh, it was terrible. And I was like, my friends were stealing ice cream, candy. Oh my gosh, I would walk into a store and they put like Ben & Jerry's in my hood, and I was just like, oh my god, what am I doing? Hang out with wrong guys. God, I hope my daughter doesn't do this. So I stole a pair of Speedos and goggles. This is so embarrassing, but I want to get the embarrassment out. My wife, my friends know this, but it's just Canada. Every time I go in there when I was in a band, like they'd be like, sir, we need to question you. They take me out of the van, and they put me in a room, and they question me, and they say, do you know why we have you in here, sir? And I'm like, yes, I stole Speedos. And they're like, yep, you can go. So basically, they're fucking with me. They're shaming me. And I shit you not, you guys. Last time I went to Canada, my second con, I went up there, I was like, Carla, to my wife, I'm like, they're gonna question me, just so you know, about the Speedo thing. She's like, no, they're not. Check this out, guys. We were in the airport. It's so fucked up. Oh my gosh, it's Canada. Why you do this to me? We're in the airport. So we're going through security, and I'm like, fuck. So me and my wife right here, they see my wife, they know, and they're like, my wife, and they're like, they give me this look, you go over here. So if she goes, I separate her. I go downstairs. I'm like, I gotta go. I'll see you up there. I don't know where I'm going. So I go down to this room. It's like down a long tunnel. I see all these people talking to police. I have to wait to get questioned. I'm like, oh my, why am I telling you guys this? It's kind of fun. It's so
We're
bad.
bonding.
Huh?
We're bonding.
Yeah, so they take me down, and I'm waiting in line to get questioned by this uniformed police officer, and I'm like, I'm gonna miss my flight, man. Like, this is like, come on, man. Like, you know. So I had to fly to Canada to one spot and to another spot to go to Quebec or something. And then, anyways, he's like, so, well, you know why you're here, you know? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, I stole Speedos. And goggles. It was a misdemeanor. I didn't even go to jail, dude. I didn't go to jail. Like, yeah, man. I didn't go to jail. I paid a $270 fine. I didn't go to jail. But I was arrested. And he read me my rights.
You remember.
Yeah, so I was like, dude. And they're like, okay, you can go. So it's basically, they're killing me, my time. So I'm just saying that I feel like the more I get it out, that I stole a pair of Speedos, God, universe, I did it. Like, let me go to Canada without getting questioned.
He said, I'll never do it again.
Huh?
Is that one of your 3 betrayals?
It was one, yeah. I was betrayed by the Canadians, dude. I'm just like, man, so that's my story about going to Canada.
It's just Canada?
Yeah, man. But now, like, for some reason, like, I get randomly checked, like, in Burbank, they're like, sir, I'm like, I got my TSA, bro, like, well, I was like, we gotta search you, so they frisked me, but, like, random places, Jamaica, we went to Jamaica on vacation, they're like, sir, I'm like, I'm telling you, dude, in Mexico, I went on a cruise, like, they questioned me, I'm just that dude, I guess, I don't know.
I wonder if there's a story.
I don't know, but I did play, if you watch Netflix, okay, there's this show called Drug Lords. I do play El Chapo on season 2.
Really?
Yeah, the
Oh
El
my
Chapo
God.
episode of Drug Lords. So I play him, but I'm just like, dude, I'm really not him. Like, so it's just following me, you guys. It's the universe or someone messing with me. I don't know, but I'm getting real tired of it. So you guys know. So yeah.
You're gonna go full star Mushana?
Yeah, right, huh? I'm like, you dare to gaze upon me? Like, fucking arrest rapper. Well, all right. Any more questions, guys? Are we good? No? That's it? Well, thank you for coming to my awesome panel. You guys have been very awesome to me. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't bore you too much.
No, thanks for being here.
And really entertaining,
Awesome.
Yeah, you're definitely one of the.
inspiring.
So, you had this panel and you're going to be at your booth. Are you going to do anything else other than just like chilling at your booth this weekend?
No, just my booth. Maybe I'm gonna go eat some dinner tonight, but I'm gonna go to my booth maybe for like 15 minutes and I'm out. I'm gonna go get some food and we'll see.
Where are the booths?
The booths?
They're in the back of the artist.
Oh,
Artist Deli, like, yeah, right in the back.
Thank you.
I'll be there for like 10 minutes if you want anything signed, and then I'm out
I don't walk that
until
fast.
tomorrow.
Will you be tomorrow?
I'll be here tomorrow and the next day.
Cool.
And I'm doing a panel tomorrow too with Corey Yee or something, or I don't know, Senpai Chad or something. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, definitely one of the very nice seeing like a VA that's very vocal on like answering questions. Sometimes some VAs are just kind of like just kind of simple answers.
Well,
They don't go too much
Probably
into
still
it.
shy.
I
Yeah,
enjoy the
I'm
rambling and
cool. I'm pretty shy, to let you know. Do I seem shy?
No.
Are you sure?
You nailed it.
One more thing, you guys, I gotta tell you a little bit about me. When I was a kid, I used to be afraid of reading out loud in the class.
Aww.
I was a great reader. I was a great reader.
It's scary.
But it was scary. My face would get all red, and people would make fun of me, and I'd feel bad, and I was so scared of being called on upon to read. And now I'm a voice
Now
actor.
your job is to read
So
out.
funny.
And now my job is to read in front of freaking producers.
As your
So
job.
it's like one of those things in life, you never know what's going to bring you. It's going to bring you in front of your worst fear, and when you're there, you just do it.
Good for you.
You
That's
know?
awesome.
So, yeah. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah.